Okay, welcome back. Black Box Games, episode 10, Wrecking Crew on the NES Kevtris. This is a game that I've changed my mind about. I used to call it one of the best black box score chasers, but as I've played it, I've noticed it has two major flaws that, although this is a really good game, it is a good black box game, it's not a very good score chaser, though. Those two problems really hurt it in that genre. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'll address the complaints before the compliments because the good outweighs the bad with this game. Let's see, my high score currently 92,900. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I've done the first level so many times, I've learned one trick that I will show off because it ties in with my first complaint. Okay, there's one. I'm gonna break a couple of structures in a very specific order. Well, I guess I got the order wrong. I only got 3 letters. If I'd spelled out Mario and covered the last 2 letters, I think I would have gotten an extra life. But you think of, apparently there's a power-up in this game. It's the Golden Hammer. I have yet to be able to find it. Apparently, you have to break structures in a predetermined order to get extra lives and power-ups. But, man, you think of, like, Donkey Kong or, heck, even Popeye. Think of how easy the power-ups are to get in those games. In Donkey Kong, you only have to... the hammer's out of the way a little bit, but it's not hard to get. And you're able to rack up a lot of points by breaking the barrels and smashing the fireballs. The spinach, it moves around the board a little bit, but, you get it and you can knock Brutus or Bluto or whatever his name is into the water for a bunch of extra points. But Wrecking Crew, you have to know a predetermined order for breaking the structures, especially in a game where it's really planned where you have to, which structures you have to break. Because if you break them in the wrong order, you're, after level 1, the game does not hold your hand. You only have a few levels before, if you don't start like planning ahead and thinking ahead where you need to be breaking structures and moving, then you're gonna make a mistake and have to do the level over. So I don't know, the fact that like I've never gotten the power-up, that's such a buzzkill. The power-up should be much more intuitive to get, in my opinion. Okay, so my second complaint, in any score chaser, you think of the power-ups, they give you the opportunity to rack up points, and isn't that the point of a score chaser? To get a whole bunch of extra points to pad your score, get a higher score? Have fun getting the power-ups. But anyway, my second complaint, you're about to see it. It's the bonus stage. Check out this bonus stage. The coin, you think it would stop, because it stopped on the right. That's where we're gonna find it. No! Where the coin stops is not where... You know, you don't get bonus points. You have to... It's just luck. You think of the bonus games in Mario Bros. Where you have to get all the coins in a set amount of time, or Ice Climber where you have to make it to the top of the mountain and touch the bird in a certain amount of time, or Balloon Fight where you have to, you know, pop all the balloons before they float off screen. You know, what do those all have in common? They're skill-based. You know, the bonus game in Wrecking Crew is not skill-based. It boils down to pure luck. So that really bums me out. The fact that the skill game is, or excuse me, that the bonus game is so lousy. Bonus games are supposed to be fun. They're supposed to, more than that, they're supposed to be fair. Like, if you feel like you don't have an opportunity to get the bonus points fairly, then it's not a good bonus game. I can't get the power-up. I don't feel like I have a good shot at getting the bonus points. So, yeah, those two things really cripple this as a score chaser. And it's too bad because there's so many really cool things about this game that I do like. Okay, so it's not a good score chaser, but it's still a good game. I've talked about the things that hurt this as a score chaser. Now I can talk about the things that I like about this game. It's very mellow, very chill. Music is nice. Control is good. Colors are nice, it looks good. Possibly the strongest thing this game has worked in its favor is it is part of the programmable series. It's kind of a bummer that this wasn't included on the NES Classic Mini because, you know, you think of the 3 games that are part of the programmable series of black box games. There was only 3. There was, you know, Wrecking Crew, Mach Rider, and Excitebike. Everyone remembers Excitebike and seems to regard that as being not just one of the... What a joke. I feel like I have no chance of getting the bonus points. Yeah, but everyone regards Excitebike as being one of the best black box games and the best of the programmable series. Personally, I think Wrecking Crew is quite a bit more interesting. I always struggle on this one. I'm glad I was able to get it on the first try. Yeah, Excitebike with the programmable series, you could save your own levels, which everyone seemed to love. Thought it was a very cool feature. And because it's, you know, unfortunately, if you once you reset the game, you lose all your data. But fortunately, it is on the NES Classic Mini, so you can, if you really want to save your levels, you can, you know, use the create a suspend point and do that. That's so awesome. It's too bad that Wrecking Crew didn't get the same treatment, though. Wrecking Crew Not included on the NES Classic miniseries, which is a bummer. Because then, you know, with this game, you can create your own levels, which is such an awesome feature. But, unfortunately, just like Excitebike, you turn off the game, you lose your level design. If it were on the NES Classic Mini, you could create suspend points. Ooh, okay, Phase 12. Here's where I always mess up. Oh, we're not on Phase 12 yet. This one is not too bad. It is funny, with Excitebike, everyone seems to think... Okay, now we're on Phase 12. Everyone seems to think with Excitebike, oh yeah, that's the best of the programmable series. There's a few that think that Wrecking Crew is the best. But I'll tell you what, there's no one that thinks Mach Rider is the best. Yeah. Show me someone that thinks that Mach Rider is the best. That's a game you really don't hear that much about, and it's going to be fairly interesting when we do finally get around to discussing that on Black Box Games. Oh, look at that. We were able to beat Phase 12 the first try. I don't think I've ever done that. I almost always make mistakes here. I hate this bonus round so much. I do like this game. It is mellow, it is chill. You don't have to be 100% dialed in, but you do have to be paying attention to what you're doing. Like this level, for example, this one requires some luck and skill. Ah. This one's fun, but it's tough. Oof. Having a tough run on this one. But I do like this game. Let me just stress that. I know I complained about it, picked on it. It's a good game, just could have been a better score chaser with a little bit more thought. I think the mistakes they made were kind of thoughtless. Okay, here's the tricky part. We have to lure them. There we go. I don't think we quite got it yet, though. One more pass ought to do it. All right, okay. Did we get to 100,000 points yet? 82. Oh my goodness, we're not going to get a high score. Alright, if we get enough bonus points, maybe we got a shot at the high score. Oh, look at that. We finally won a bonus round. Alright, this one is going to take some planning ahead. Not exactly sure how we do this one. I think we have to use bombs. Oh, nope. Hope we get one more shot at it. Nope, that's game over. Oh, look at that. I'm okay with that because we just got over 100,000 points. 100,700 points, phase 18. Not bad. So, decent score chaser, but just not in love with the bonus points or the power-up. So, yeah, I've kind of soured a bit on Wrecking Crew. Don't know if we'll be score chasing this one much in the future. But in the meanwhile, stay tuned. I think we have Excitebike next. I think that's the next one on the list. Excitebike or Super Mario Brothers. So stay tuned.